objective today is to beat this mission in 8 turns and earn the Grand Cross of the Iron Cross and prove to you guys that I'm a brilliant general and one of the best generals of World War II. Or at least, I would have been. Today we're playing Total Tank Generals, a turn-based strategy game where you take command of an army in World War II. I want to say a big shout and thanks to BaronVonGames for sponsoring this video, and you can get the game for yourself and find out more about it by clicking the link in the video description below. So we start off on the eastern side of the map. Ooh, we've got a big 88mm cannon, some panzers, infantry, and even some mortars and armored cars. We're going to be fighting the British, and our ultimate objective is to get to the town of Arras. Now I have to do this in 8 turns. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. The first thing we're going to want to do is get some air power. So by moving my infantry here, we just unlocked the ability to call in the Air Force. Now, this place is one of the key strategic points that we need to take. And then after taking this bridge, there's this town. They've got an airfield and a few strategic defensive positions blocking the main roads in. So we could either call in a scout recon plane, or maybe we could use our armored car. We can get vision on it. Okay. The enemy's holding it with an armored car in 2 divisions or regiments. I want to call in a Stuka dive bombing run on this armored car, get a big hit, soften them up a bit, and then if possible, they're in range of my mortar. Okay. We'll fire the mortar, and we missed everybody. That was fantastic, but we get a second shot, and he did nothing but forced the armored car to retreat into, well, I guess a forest, not open ground, but he should be in range of our panzers now. Can the Big Daddy kill him? Okay, Big 88 should get a massive hit, 5 damage, he's only got 2 left. So now we're just gonna bum rush him. And he's destroyed. With only 2 infantry holding this, this should be a pretty easy attack. Now this is an anti-tank gun, but he does have the range to pull off a shot and do a decent amount of damage. Okay, things are going pretty well, but I feel like the enemy's resistance will only grow, obviously, as we get towards this heavily defended city. Now you see these little white squiggle lines? That means there's zones of control. If I move in it, they should shoot at me. Oh, and we just found 3 potential enemies in these question marks. Okay. First, we want to get these guys surrounded, because if we do that, we might be able to force them to surrender. And that's our objective. Oh god, that's a very heavily defended spot. We've stirred up the hornet's nest. So in order to pull off the surround, we've got to occupy this forest and find whoever has available attack moves. If you move too much, you won't be able to attack because you've used all of your combat points. So let's focus on the weaker guy. Ha! We did damage, we captured him, and we got some more currency, which is going to allow us to buy more units that we could spawn in one of our starting points. So this is going pretty well. All we gotta do is force everybody to surrender. Are we fighting the French? Now, does anybody have movement points to get in there? I didn't anticipate it to fall that quickly. Oh, yes. New development. We just got a massive amount of money, which we can now spend. So do we want infantry, support units, artillery, or more tanks? Well, if we're gonna do this in 8 turns, we're probably gonna want something mobile, but having all these units hanging out, I feel like support artillery would be pretty good. If I put him here, could he fire this turn? Ha ha! Yes, he can! So we'll do a massive artillery shot, and we did 3 damage to the infantry. I need more capacity. I can't buy any more artillery pieces, but maybe if I got another anti-tank gun, he might be able to fire and do some significant damage to what would be a pretty sturdy tank, the British Matilda, also known as the Queen of the Desert, but we're not in the desert, so die, Matilda, die. We're gonna move this light tank, see if anyone else has any more movement. All right, they've got some cavalry in the trees. Oh, another heavily defended position here. We're gonna be a little bit aggressive because in order to be brilliant, I guess we're gonna have to make certain sacrifices. We might lose men. We're definitely not doing this just for our own ego, or are we? Now, one of the things we can do is set this guy to Overwatch, and we'll end our turn. So turn 1 out of 8. We took the first objective. We found the next big pocket of opposition. I think we're doing decently well. The enemy decided to rush one of my light tanks with infantry, which is an idea. But they did force him to retreat, and they actually destroyed it. Well, that was rude. It's like they think this is a war. The enemy is being hyper aggressive and they have artillery in the hills. And I have 7 turns to prove to you and the world that I would have been one of the best generals of World War II. Now the way the air power works is I get 2 points a turn. So if I wait another turn, I can get a dive bombing run. This thing is supposed to shoot down planes and is really good at killing tanks. So let's find ourselves a tank. There's one right there. Please die. I love this thing. Now we're gonna use some artillery to soften up a big area like this one. And we did 2 damage to each of the infantry units. The enemy has a lot of control over this forest. We're gonna need to kick them out. Oh, this anti-tank gun can hit this giant Matilda tank. Did a massive hit. We're gonna move this Panzer, who actually has an upgrade. When they do enough damage and perform good actions, you can upgrade them, which boosts them. So I'm thinking we're gonna be dealing with a lot of infantry, and we've got pretty good anti-tank devices already, so anti-infantry it is. Moving to the forest. Now that I'm increased against infantry, I might even have 2 attacks. Dang, he did 2 damage back to me. And he leveled up? That's illegal. This is gonna be a prolonged engagement, so we're gonna use this guy's points to entrench ourselves and increase our defense. We definitely gotta move our mortar artillery up. I feel like our attack is starting to stall out a little bit. Can I get some shots? I can, but my accuracy's low because they're hiding in a forest. But, yep, we missed that second shot. We should be able to pull off 4 shots and hopefully take this guy down to at least half of his health. Which worked out pretty well. We'll entrench in the forest. I'm pretty scared to hang out here in the middle, but we should be able to kill this Matilda and maybe even this infantry. Oh, we missed. We forced them to retreat. Some of our tanks are able to pull off 2 shots a turn, which is fantastic. And we'll kill these guys. They're running away, which actually boosted these guys. My Panzer III can upgrade, and we're surrounded by infantry. Infantry, upgrade please. That was cool. This guy did the work, but since he was, nearby, he got to level up? The mechanics are pretty deep in this game. This was the newest game that was made by the guys who made Total Tank Simulator, so I had to check it out. Now, I want to say a big shout out and thank you to Total Tank Generals for sponsoring today's video. You can get the game for yourself using the link in the video description below, and see if you can beat my score. All right, we're trying to do as much damage to these infantry and push them back, and we need this anti-tank gun up here. So we can't do anything else. Turn 2 is over. Our blitzkrieg has stalled out, but we're making slow progress. Greatness is still possible. Oh my. They are going on an all-out attack right now and focusing down some of my infantry units. Yep, we just lost one. Entrenching that forest was a really good idea because this one unit held on. 6 turns remaining. I almost wonder if we should just blitz around these guys. First things first, target their armor. Missed! Should we do a mortar strike? I think we should do the mortar. It would do the most damage here. And by mortar, actually, it's a heavy artillery piece. So we soften them up. Yes! This guy is amazing. You, sir, get an upgrade. We're gonna increase your accuracy. This guy's pretty weak. I really need to weaken this horse down. What I'm gonna try to do, if we could hit him, is I want to assault this position. Could weaken him with this tank. All right, this might just work. We have a 43% chance of success. Well, let's try to increase these odds, or at least kill the horse. Haha! Now what's our chance? 71%, I'll take those odds. Come on, boys, we blew the whistle. Assault failed? I suck. But as a really good general, I think the key thing is to blame your soldiers. It's their fault. It's definitely not mine. 80% chance of pulling these Stukas off. Or I could wait a turn and get a strategic bombing run. We're going to do that. We have a 60% chance of eliminating one of these units. I feel like we got to take that. Oh, God. Well, we missed, but we forced one of them to retreat and actually go into open ground. And we're missing a lot of shots because they're heavily entrenched in this forest, which is making it difficult. But pulling them out, forcing a retreat, I kind of want to entrench again. And we finally eliminated the horse, and we upgraded. I'm going to increase our damage. That way, when we pull this attack off, We might even force them to retreat. Well, we forced them to retreat, but we missed. There's a lot of missing going on. Now, this guy, unfortunately, is very, very weak. And he's kind of out here in no man's land. I need to move him here. A lot of retreating going on. So this is the biggest tank that I have right now. It's a Panzer III with what looks like a 50mm main gun. Let's target one of the... Oh, actually, these guys are caught out in the open. 80% chance to do 3 to 6 damage? Please. And thank you. We have a second shot. So do we weaken? Well, we are going to do a carpet bombing. So let's weaken some guys up. Ooh, this guy can level up. Let's increase our accuracy. So that's all we got for turn 3. The enemy resupplied all their units, which basically got a lot of health back, but they weren't able to attack this turn. The enemy's rushing out with some light tanks, and the infantry is moving into the open. Well, I guess that was actually a pretty decent counterattack. And this cavalryman charged across a field and did some absolute work to all of my artillery and forced me out of the capture point. That is a lesson I learned the hard way. They're really using this assault thing very, very successfully. Where does the enemy have the most infantry? Well, there's a number of spots, but this one could do the most damage. So we'll call in our bomber plane, drop the bombs, and eliminate 2 infantry in 1 move. Finally, something is working. Mortar is almost out of mortars, and by almost I mean he is. He needs to resupply, which is very inconvenient. Take some pot shots at Horsey Boy, and we're out of munitions. A lot of my units are encountering that issue. I'm gonna have to redirect this guy from focusing on the front line to getting this stupid horse out of here. All right, let's do an assault. 100% success. It's our time for an assault. And look at that, I even got a Steam achievement. Get out of here, Horsey Boy. Victory is mine. Our artillery shell missed. I am very upset right now. Big gun did not big gun damage. Man, we are missing way too many shots. You're gonna resupply. You're gonna resupply. And I'm even tempted to have this guy resupply. All of our big guns are missing. We got these guys out in the open with their pants down. And that may sound like it's a party, but you really don't want to be caught out in the open with your pants down. I promise you. I think we're going to take this forest and go for the units we can kill. Well, that's the end of turn 4. And the enemy is going on a dive bombing run, and I think I just lost my tank. Our southern flank is open, and the enemy is sending in tanks. Oh, that sounds heavy. That's a big tank somewhere. Good. We leveled up one of our Panzer IIs, and the enemy is really concentrating on this light tank. We might lose it. Whew! We got lucky. That stupid mortar. You need to upgrade to be good at soft attack, which is good versus infantry. You can get 2 shots off. You might be able to eliminate these infantry. We probably should have gone for the assault, though. Call in some mortars here. A double mortar strike. Please do some damage. We did 1 and forced a retreat. That's just not good enough. Now, a dive bombing run on this Matilda, I think, is necessary. He's pretty beefy, and we have nothing on the southern flank to really do much against him. We would only get 33% chance of having a successful assault there. Yeah, both anti-tank guns are up here. We probably should have maybe spread out our forces. This guy's definitely gonna die. I don't see how we can save him, and he doesn't have enough ammunition either, and he can only move 1 hex. I guess this is our best chance to saving him? This is a gamble. Oh god, yeah. Anti-tank gun, multiple infantry units. We have a 74% chance of pushing both these guys out. Let's do it. Come on, Blitzkrieg. We were successful. Now, whether or not we can hold it is an entirely different matter. But we can shell that guy. I'm going for the elimination. Yes. I'm glad we didn't get greedy, because we wouldn't have won. I'm gonna have to use my armored car and try to force this horse out of here. We'll entrench this position, and that's all she wrote. I don't know. Turn 6? I don't think there's any way. Oh, they just did a little scouting mission. They know where all of our units are. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this in 8 turns. I think by dividing our forces, we've halved our chances of successfully pulling this off. I've got to take the mortar out. I mean, I have to do so many things, and I can't call any Air Force power in. Let's resupply. Oh, this artillery can hit. That thing has some impressive range. I'm gonna resupply the units on the front. not very good mortar strike. That's not a lot of damage. I could get a successful assault. Let's do it. There's a lot coming this way, so we're gonna resupply. And we'll take some shots at this mortar and try to push him back. Ooh, we leveled up. Is there a thing that can make us, oh my, close terrain? So if we were to fight him in a city, I guess we're gonna need it. There's no way we do this in 8 turns. It just doesn't seem like it. And we're gonna focus on the anti-tank gun, because he's the big baddie right now. Turn 6 is done. Can we even do this in 14 turns? This is gonna be rough. They're doing an assault. Oh my God, they crushed us. Okay, so remember when I said you gotta do the assaults? Well, we did, and it hurts. Heart attack +2. Please stop hurting me. Oh, another Matilda? This game is ridiculous. I'm surrounded. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Please kill that thing. Oh, that was not near enough. Calling artillery on the city and getting okay results. We eliminated one of them. There are still so many left. We killed a tank here. Overwatch attack. Oh man, we need to increase our defense because we're about to be bum rushed. We're gonna have to call in this guy and then set Overwatch. They just keep leveling up, which gets them more health. Uh-oh, they're bum rushing my city and they forced us out. We gotta soften this guy up. Oh my gosh, we missed? Whew, we got lucky there. Oh, we needed that to hit and it missed. I feel like we have to rush this thing. Let's see if this works. Hey, take the city. New deployment, we just got a lot of money. That might save our bacon here. I can call in a dive bombing run and have a pretty good chance of destroying this guy. Okay, now I need to retake this city and then use whatever money I have to buy units right here. I have 446, infantry are 150. I could almost buy 3. What do I need to defend this? I guess it's just multiple infantry groups, right? No, it's too close to the enemy? But that's why I need them there. I need to kill this big Matilda. Can I kill this guy and force him out? Oh God, I moved them all. Okay, there we go. Now I should be able to put my infantry here to hold it. Or do I go for something a little more aggressive, like a tank? Let's get a Panzer III. And that's all the money. That's all the money we got. He can attack this turn, though. We'll take the easy shots. And miss most of them. Ooh, this is a slugging match. This guy can level up and he needs to do so. He's got soft attack right near him. Lots of infantry surrounding him. Yeah, I guess I did leave this guy leaving, you know, by himself. They just took out my artillery piece. And this guy, you're gonna be a hero, my friend. Oh, until you get hit with an anti-tank gun. We successfully defended an assault. This has to work. Woo! Almost killed it, but didn't. Can a mortar kill him? 60% chance this mortar kills him. I'll take that odds. Yes! I love you! Okay, let's do soft attack 1 because we got some infantry. Well, that didn't do a lot, but it did something. I've got to break this surround. I think if I move all of these guys in and pull off the assault with this hex, I gotta use both these guys. But it uses all of their moves, though. Did we get any leveling up? I don't know if that was a very good gambit. Oh, and these guys are motorized, so I'm glad I did that. And definitely killed that gun. Or try to. We have a 56% chance. We'll save it. Okay, so I think the key here is we should have done these big assaults far more often than we have been. Ooh, that was a good hit. We'll resupply that guy, and that's all we can do. My forces are greatly depleted. We're over the genius line. Now we just need to be an average general in World War II and at least get the victory. They've got another mortar hiding over there. What? They forced a retreat? Oh my gosh, more enemies. They're everywhere, these enemies. All right, let's shell shock these guys with some mortars. Can I assault? 100% chance of assault success? Gotta do it. We'll do a lot of damage and force them into a really bad spot where everybody's looking at them. Boom. Beautiful. Now, do we do 100% success? Go, boys, go! We got an achievement, the Kampfgruppe. Is that the fighting group? Assault successful. Now, can I kill this gun? Yes. I'm doing it. Get boomed, son. He missed. Oh, my luck. This guy's out of resources. We need you in this town to shell. We need you also in this town to shell. The amount of men I'm attacking Eris with is just woefully low. All right. They're retreating and what? Oh, we almost shot down the plane. Oh, no, they got mortars. No, no, no. Don't stop retreating. It's a single mortar. You were in a forest. You just went into an area to get mortared more. Oh, he's calling an overwatch, so I can't dive bomb this area. If I were to do this, they'd have to fight through that fighter. Intriguing. Kill the mortar guy. He's bad. We don't like him. And we're out of bullets. That's not good. All right, I don't know what's covering this road. I'm really scared about it. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's just a rifleman. Ugh. Rifleman, 2 squads of riflemen, and there's the airport. Could we just plow our way through here? All right, I have an idea. We're gonna try to force our way in here. 80%, we gotta go. Hans, grab the Flammenwerfer. If we take this airport, they no longer have access to their air power. The assault was successful. We soften their resolve. The amount of misses we're getting is really hurting my face. I wonder if we can... Let's try this. Do you think they'll surrender if they have the red flag? They're out of morale, right? They should surrender. Surrender. You jerks. 80% chance to eliminate them. Kill the mortars. Yeah. All right, this guy just this Panzer II, or Panzer I, just single-handedly eliminated 2 units. All right. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna try to... Oh, wait, we don't have any munitions with this guy. All right, just shell him. There we go. Oh, hey, little mortar guy, you're just hanging out way back here by yourself. Whoops. But we need to force them out. Everything must go. You aren't much help to me with no munitions. We're gonna get all 3 of these tanks right here. Yes! We took Eris with a Panzer Blitzkrieg at the end. We took so many casualties to do this. We got 1 star. We never got the Iron Cross, but I'm curious if you guys can do better. I think I can do better now that I've done it once, but the campaign, which has amazing cutscenes, must continue, and we've got the Siege of Lille. But there's 3 generals that you can play with. We played as the Germans and Rommel, but there's the Russian great General Zhukov and the American, a veritable blitzkrieger himself, General Patton. So make sure to check out the game using the link in the video description. Thank you for watching. I thought we almost lost, and I'll see you in the next one.